Hi, readers, it's Lori. Welcome to my channel, Books, Ink, and Paper. Welcome back. If you are a loyal subscriber, I appreciate all of you, and I'm happy that you're watching this video today because I have not done a tag video in a while. I don't even know how long it's been, but I was recently tagged by a few people, so I'm going to try to get these done and get a little bit more caught up. And so this one was a tag from my friend Sue Jackson, and she is here on YouTube as well. I will link her channel below, but this one was originally created by Alan's Reads. I've never looked at that channel, so I definitely plan to do that. But this tag is, I think it's an older tag, but I'm not certain. This is the fiction self-help tag, you could see from the title of this video. And there are 7 prompts, and the last one is for me to tag other booktubers, so I will be thinking about that as well. But here are these prompts, starting with number 1. Learning a foreign language, who would you choose to learn or brush up on one that you can already speak but not very well? Interestingly enough, I am currently reading a book about a character who is French, and I took French in high school, so that was kind of a marriage that works for me. This is an arc, so it's not yet been released. So I'm talking about this early. This is called The Stolen Life of Colette Marceau, and this is written by Kristen Harmel. I have never read anything by this author before either, so it's a new author to me, and I am almost finished with it, I'm happy to say. So I'll be talking about that when I do my May reading wrap up. So I'm not going to go into the details of this book at this point, but I will just say that Colette was born and raised for a period of her life in Paris. And so she definitely speaks French, and she goes back and forth from French to English, and she's pretty proficient in both. I have not spoken French in the longest time, like really since high school. I've never had to live in France or anywhere where French was the main language, but I love the French language, and I only remember certain things like cette belle neige, which was the beautiful snow. I don't know why that stuck with me, but it did. French is a beautiful language to me, though, so definitely Colette and I would be meeting frequently. Number 2, life is uncertain at the moment. Who would you choose to help you prepare for future eventualities? Who will teach you the survival skills that you need? So I gave this some thought. I had another person in mind, but in the end, I went with Robert Langdon from The Da Vinci Code and a number of other books written by Dan Brown. I loved these books. I loved Robert Langdon as a character, and I just found these to be fascinating. This would also actually be a good time to reread some of these. This one is a desperate race through the cathedrals and castles of Europe, an astonishing truth concealed for centuries, unveiled at last. Nelson DeMille called this pure genius, but I remember this was a provocative, fast-paced mystery thriller with a character that I really enjoyed. It ended up being made into a movie as well, starring Tom Hanks as Robert Langdon, which I thought was a great casting choice. And yeah, thinking about this made me kind of want to get back to these because they're great reads. And I think I've reread this once. No, I think I reread Deception Point maybe, but I have a number of them on my shelves, and there's no reason why I couldn't reread them. And some of them I haven't gotten to yet, so that would be fun. Get back on track with Robert Langdon. That would be a goal for maybe 2026. Okay, number 3. Everyone should be able to cook one outstanding meal. Who would you choose to help plan and prepare that meal? It's funny because when I read this and I watched Sue's video, the first thing I thought when I watched it again was like I would pick the character from Lessons in Chemistry. Was her name Elizabeth? And I realized that's who Sue picked. So I chose somebody else. I chose Diane Mott Davidson. I have 2 of hers in hardcover. I don't have any in paperback, but I have a number of them on Kindle or Nook as well. I think it's Nook. But I've been reading Diane Mott Davidson a long time ago. I haven't been reading her recently, let's just say that. But I really enjoyed these. Goldie Schultz is the name of the woman who caters a lot of different events. And of course, whenever she caters something, somebody dies, which is very unfortunate, right? But they're very fun. They're cozy, they're well written, but they're easy for you to be able to get to. And she's written a lot of these books. And she lives in Colorado. So I think my sister has read these too. All right, the next one is Life is tough and unpredictable, and you should be able to defend yourself. Who would you choose to teach you basic self defense? Now, this is a book I started and haven't finished, but I haven't removed it from my shelf as a currently reading because I do plan to finish it. I just wasn't able to at that time, so I'm about 100 pages in. But this is The Diamond Eye by Kate Quinn. I love this character. Her name is Mila, and Mila has to transform herself to become an assassin. And she is quite something, I gotta say. So she ends up being known as Lady Death. And at some point in this novel, she also meets Eleanor Roosevelt, which I think happened in real life. So I definitely want to find out how this happened and read another Kate Quinn. So I need to take a look at this too. But I would say Mila would be the person who could teach me whatever I needed to know because she is one tough lady. Number 5 is life can be chaotic at times. Who would you like to teach you mindfulness or relaxation? This one took me a little bit of time to think about, but I picked Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, and the main character's name is Laura or Lara, but I think it's Laura. This one is a peaceful read, at least it was for me. This woman they're in 2020, they're in the middle of the pandemic, everything is very difficult, it's spring, and they live on an orchard. And so Laura and her daughters come because the pandemic is impacting everybody's life. And so they come to be with their parents and to help them with this harvest that they are having to complete. It is a way for them to then find out their mother's backstory that they never knew. And the way she unfolds it for them just feels so peaceful. And in fact, I didn't even read this until just now, but this is exactly why I picked it because the synopsis says Tom Lake is a meditation on youthful love, married love, and the lives our parents led before they were our parents. I remember just feeling like this was a nice gulp of fresh air, and I really needed it at the time. And this was one of those books that I was by myself, and my partner was out of town on work trip, and I was just devouring it. I was just savoring it and also devouring it at the same time. So I highly recommend Tom Lake. I love Ann Patchett. Not everybody loves this book, but I got to tell you, it's one of my all-time favorites. I will never forget it. And not the last prompt, the next prompt, number 6, is free choice. What else would you like to learn to do, and which fictional character is going to teach you how? This is an oldie, and I've talked about it before, but this is the Beach Street Knitting Society and Yarn Club. You guys, I do knit. I don't knit often, and I don't knit well, but I really am enamored with the ways in which women have created knitting projects and I see them sometimes and I'm just in awe of how they can make these things work with these patterns, which to me seem like learning Greek. This is about Jo Mackenzie. She's newly widowed, 2 sons, and she takes over her grandmother's yarn shop. This is by Gil McNeil. I don't think I said that. She takes over her mother's yarn shop or her grandmother's yarn shop. Yeah, grandmother's yarn shop. And there's a Stitch and Bitch knitting group that meets every week, and she becomes a part of this group and also then learns how to knit. And this was just a lovely, delightful, easy read, and I have never forgotten it. And I have a number of books by Gil McNeil because these were so good. I just couldn't get enough of them. So it's a warmly winning second chance novel. That's it. She could fix everything for me. Jo would be my knitting guru. The seventh prompt is for you to tag other booktubers that you think might want to participate in this tag. You're welcome to participate in this tag if you are a booktube channel content creator, but I'm going to pick some that I maybe haven't picked before and that are somewhat new to me, but not absolutely new to me. So the first one is Lilybug's Library. She's new to me recently, and I'm checking out her channel as well. Also, Amy Marie, who's been around for a while, but I had never heard of her channel until recently, the last couple of months, and I'm devouring her content, current and old. She talks about cozies and she also talks about mystery thrillers, so that's right up my street, as you know. I'm going to tag Heather at Reading with a Vengeance. I don't know if she does tags, but I love her videos as well, and I would really like to see what she comes up with because she reads a lot of books that are stretch for me that I haven't heard of before, and she also reads a lot of books that are similar to books that I love, so I would love to see her do this tag if she chooses to do so. I'm also going to tag Lee at Dark Roots Creation. She's a new subscriber to me, and I am new to her channel as well. We've recently connected, and I really like her content, and I like her personality and just her take on a lot of things. So I am happy to tag her as well. And I'm going to tag Jen at Pages in Chaos because she has some very unique content. She's a sweet person, and I really like her videos, and I like her the books that she hauls and unhauls. She does a lot of shorts too as well, and you can find her. I think it's TikTok where I find her. So she's really cranking out a lot of fun stuff. Okay, thanks for watching today. Thanks for being a subscriber if you are one. And if you're not, I would love for you to become one. If you want to do that, hit the like button on this video if you want to do that too. And then if you want to stick an emoji in the comments below just to let me know that you were here, just pick one of these prompts and choose an emoji that works well for them. It could be a food emoji, it could be a relaxation emoji. Maybe there's a Buddha emoji. I don't know, but it could be whatever you want it to be. That'll be fun. And then I'll kind of know which one of these prompts might be your favorite or might be the one that you would choose to answer. And again, if you're a booktube creator and you want to do this, or if you want to put in the comments below who you would pick in these prompts, if you were making a video, feel free to do that too. Just share because I think this one is really fun. So thanks, Sue, for tagging me in this. I had a great time. And as always, to all of you, happy reading. Bye.